Hello everybody, I'm the Classified Commander, and welcome to 3 tips on how to be better at Destiny's Crucible. This video will cover 3 guidelines on how to gain better skills in Destiny's Crucible. Number 1, choose a good weapon. You need a good weapon for Crucible, you have to have one. Now, you're going to be wondering, what's a good weapon? Well, for me, what I think is a good weapon and what most people use, I will list a few. You get the Mighty Multi-Tool. It's a great gun for those longer range maps. These are just all primary weapons. You have to have a good primary. So you need the Mighty Multi-Tool is a good one. The Last Word for close range maps. It's a great gun for close range maps. Unless you're just good at shooting people in the head with a hand cannon. You get the Grasp and the Lock. That is also a fantastic weapon. It's barely any recoil, great stability. You will have you can get headshots, and that takes about, I would say, either 3 or 4 bursts to the head to kill somebody. The next one, I would say, it would be the Spiderbrain or the Hard Spiderbrain. Depending on what perks you have, it also does considerably a lot of damage in Crucible if you get straight headshots. But what else is there? There is also the Paleo Contact JP40, something like that. Something on those guidelines. It is a dead orbit auto rifle. It is great in Crucible. It is fantastic. There's also the Grim Citizen. That is also a decent weapon in Crucible for your primary. Now, some good secondary weapons would be, if you're getting good at sniping, the Longbow Synthesis, the LBR. What else? I don't know. I'm not that big of a sniper, so I couldn't list you really any good snipers. But for shotguns, I would say, if it's a close range map, definitely use a shotgun. You can actually use a shotgun on any map. They're fantastic weapons to use. What you want to do is get a nice long range shotgun like the Party Crasher. It's a fantastic shotgun to use. The Conspiracy Theory D, also fantastic. Invective for getting up close and personal. That is also really great to use. For your heavy weapons, I would actually recommend using an LMG compared to a rocket launcher, because you can get a lot more kills with an LMG than you can with a rocket launcher. Any LMG will really work great. I mean, it's a heavy weapon. Alright, number 2, I would say, is use your radar. Your radar is there for a reason, for you to use it. A lot of people just don't use it. It shows you where your enemies are at, you know. If it's outlined, if it's red on the outside and very far out, that means they're farther away. If you can see, if it's like a full, like a square type area that they're really close, then if it's a complete circle around your guy, you're basically right on top of them. But what's nice about it is you can just camp, really. I mean, if you're a big camper, you have to use your radar. I mean, if you're fighting a guy and you both back off and you just go sit down and crouch somewhere, you can tell if he's gonna rush you or not by that little red indicator. So just use your radar. Tip number 3. Now, this one I would have to say would be always go for heavy ammo. I still struggle with this, but always go for heavy ammo, especially if you have a super. If you have your super and can rush the enemy team's heavy ammo, do that. But always go for heavy ammo. You can get a considerably high amount of kills with heavy ammo. So always go for heavy ammo. Anyway, I hope these tips have helped you in your fight in the Crucible. But that is all the time I have for this video. Remember, if you liked it, smash that like button. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope I can see all of you Guardians in the next briefing. This is the Classified Commander, signing off.